as we said, we want to try and get to this order now as setup where he goes first, he goes second, and the club and the feet go last. Getting away from this kind of like knee bob, up and down, like, to trying to find your position. Okay, when you were really squatty and low down now, and you can sort of see your hands almost forward and quite low there at setup. Yeah,
you can see a big difference between there.
Look at the difference in your posture there.
And also the
hand, the clubs forward. Yeah, exactly. Just a more general hand position there. Okay. Now this swing there when you went back. Okay. And this was your pitching wedge, by the way. So if you're that long with the pitching wedge, what's your 6 iron going to look like? Okay.
It's going to be down.
Oh, exactly. Yeah. This was the 6 iron now with a taller leg position. Okay.
Yeah.
Just look how much further away when you swing this golf club back. That was a drill, the sort of feeling of doing that. And when you do that, ideally keep looking down the ball. If you follow with your head, your eyes, you go, what's that club doing?
I think
and you're not really doing that through feel. You're doing that more through just visuals, and you'll never be wrong because your eyes are going to go, okay, fine.
To be honest, it's just about trusting it.
Exactly. You can look at it when you've done it, but just try and do it through feel and go, okay, what does it look like? There you go. Rather than sort of going and follow with your eyes.
Interesting that the rotation by doing that is way more, way less effort.
Exactly. Yeah.
You can still see the zip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And here you can't. The zip's gone.
There's a much exactly. So you watch this now when they make a fuller turn, so the legs aren't bobbing up and down. Okay. There's your backswing now. Much higher your hands are from the body. Look how much more width you've got there. The club's a smidgen over, but you still made a good shoulder turn there. You're not leaning in there. Your general hips are more level. Your spine's not you're not getting so many of the angles that I sort of see on this one. They're kind of like there, hips down here. It's all kind of like ziggy-zaggy, whereas this one looks to me a little bit more kind of leveled off, a little bit of leg there. It just looks more kind of in line and more consistent, okay? And then from there now, as you start coming back down, because you've got far more width here, you've used to sort of throw the club out to the goal ball here now, because you don't need to throw it, okay? As you swing there, that's what the arms are like a bit out and away, out of control.
It's just, oh shit.
You're losing, because you've lost in some ways the space now, because you're not doing this kind of like, oh, I'm too stuck on the goal, but I'm going to try and like pop up and kind of get up out of the shot this way. And then obviously the club, that you've always hinged that club already, that club now is basically with a wedge caught up. So where's that going to go? High or very left, isn't it? Yeah. That club face now is overhinged because you're moving up out the way, so the club now is going shoo behind you. Yeah, you're able to control your hands on the club there because your body's going up this way, partly because it went that way on the way back, partly because this went this way because they were very squatted and very flex. It's all kind of sequences from sort of setup.
It's amazing from just take back, even though like you say it's slightly over, which I was.
You're going to be. I mean, that's fine because you're fairly flexible, which is not a problem. But it was how you were getting there, that's the problem. Yeah.
And then it's amazing what that does, what the first bit does to the rest of it.
Of course
it's unbelievable in terms of you can see the difference, even like you say, it's catching up already.
Yeah. You think when you're coming to impact there, your club's barely caught up there, and the club's now gone past your right foot, where the club's back.
Which is
caught up there.
Explain all the inconsistency and the bounce, and when you get a good one, it's great. But
you happen to times it. But so in terms of the unmentionables, if you've got a golf ball down there, if your club is coming in here and you're catching the hosel of the golf club here on your club, and the ball is shooting off to the side there, okay? Set up to the golf ball normally, okay? Make 3 or 4 swings hitting the ground here, missing the ball completely. Okay. You'll feel a bit kind of like in it, but the sensation from the top is the arms are going to just drop. They're going to fall. They're going to relax and fall. They're not going to throw out this big sort of wide circle, which is why you felt weird on the explainer in the past. When your arms are going you're coming off the explainer, aren't you? To get the sensation, the arms are dropping, they're falling, they're more under control that way. Okay.
And to an extent, why you'd feel like that on a simulator as well.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. So the arms are going to fall down here now as you kind of come through. If then you do this drill here now, then on the second, third or fourth or whatever swing it may be, try and toe the club as much as you can. That last one you try to toe was the one of the ones you flushed dead straight, you see. So it's just trying to relearn where that club is in relationship to how it's almost like the golf club can come down sort of 3 train tracks: the middle, the toe, and the heel.
It's good. Okay. I got that 2-ball one.
Yeah,
and I got
2-ball one. Even at home, I would suggest as best you can just get 2 tee pegs on the ground, just swing through 2 tee pegs.
Yeah.
And miss them.
And miss the inside of them.
Yeah, exactly. So that just give you a visual, a feeling of what it is. And in some ways, make some sort of slow motion swings, also with your eyes shut. So you just really start feeling where's this club going to go. You sort of get that feel, because you're more of a feel player, as you said anyway. Take away some of your senses, so you create a more heightened feel of what that club needs to feel like. Because you're always instinctively want to throw that club out and around you.
I want to be high, and I want to be using my body to get round it, rather than trying to overcompensate here. So.
Exactly. But the thing is, once you start off doing all that,
Oh yeah.
There's compensation started now because the knee has
like a little flick of the wrist there
the knee starts to go. So a lot of kind of movements there. Once that knee starts kicking in, now you've got to make compensations from that top and from the top of the backswing now. So the wedge has swung that far from 3.68 seconds to 3.9. It's gone. It's a third of a second. What can you think of? What you got all these adjustments. You play a lot of golf, you might get quite good. But you're going to struggle to cap it, and the consistency is going to be all over.
I've got that far just on
ability alone. Yeah, you have. Yeah, exactly. But you've been crossing that 2-foot wide bridge. Let's make it a 10-foot wide bridge. It's easier, isn't it?
Make it easy.
Exactly, mate. Okay, buddy.
Awesome.
Good stuff, mate. Right.